Hi, I'm Chandler. Today we will identify and begin to understand basic saving options. The three most common are savings accounts, certificates of deposit, and treasury bills. Understand that savings are designed to preserve principal. Banks and credit unions offer many different ways to save your money. The primary difference among the accounts is the amount that your money earns. In other words, how much the financial institution will pay you in exchange for the opportunity to use your money or the compensation for your opportunity cost and risk, which in turn depends on the degree of liquidity that you are willing to give up. You give up more liquidity when you agree to commit to a minimum time or amount of money to save or lend. For the saver, a demand deposit, like a checking account, typically earns no or very low interest but allows complete liquidity on demand. Checking accounts that do not earn interest are less useful for savings and therefore more useful for cash management. Some checking accounts do earn some interest but often require a minimum balance. Time deposits or savings accounts offer minimal interest or a bit more interest with minimum deposit requirements. A savings account is a simple, generally free option to put money away in a safe place where your money is protected and insured by the FDIC. A deposit in a savings account stores wealth and creates interest income. An additional perk to most savings accounts is that they generally earn a small amount of interest. The downside to a simple savings account is that the interest earned is generally fairly minimal and often doesn't keep pace with inflation. However, savings accounts are still a great option to keep your money safe, secure, and easy to access. If you are willing to give up more liquidity, like certificates of deposit or CDs, which offer a higher price for liquidity but extract a time commitment enforced by a penalty for early withdrawal. They are offered for different maturities, which are typically from 6 months to 5 years, and some have minimum deposits as well. A CD almost always earns more interest than a regular savings account. Banks and credit unions pay extra for the right to hold a lump sum for a period of months or years, known as the CD's term. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or National Credit Union Association, insures your CD up to $250,000, just as with any deposit account. So the only risk that you have is the penalty you'll have to pay if you withdraw the money before the CD term is up. As a rule, the longer the term, the higher the interest rate. Putting more money into your CD can also boost your annual percentage yield, which is the effective return on your deposit that comes from compounding the interest over the course of a year. You'll earn interest on the deposit until it matures, at which point you can collect the full amount. Traditional savings plans like savings accounts and CDs are designed to preserve principal, which is the original sum of money that is invested, as opposed to the other investment options like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, which put the principal at risk of being lost. As with all investment options, the higher the risk, the higher the potential reward, and the lower the risk, the lower the potential reward. Savings accounts and certificates of deposit are not at all risky. Thus, they do not earn much in terms of interest on the original principal that is invested.